your mind is the most powerful tool for unlocking your potential.
Hi there, it's Ugo here, the C.E.O, your Chief Encouraging Officer, and welcome to my podcast, Unleash the Eagle Within You.
Hi there, it's Ugo here, your Chief Encouraging Officer, and welcome to my podcast, Unleash the Eagle Within You. Yay! So, as you know, my podcast is all about encouraging you, uplifting you, just giving you all the good stuff, constantly encouraging you. That is what I want to do. So, in today's episode, it's all about embrace the future by unleashing potential through your intent. Okay, so how do we begin to do that? We're going to dive into that today. We're going to talk about how you can begin to embrace that power within you, the power of embracing the future, the power of the essence of the intent and crafting your future blueprint. We started off with that last time. And so just how we can continue that and the impact of spiritual intentions. And then we're going to talk about unleashing your emotional potentials, mental mastery for your future success, physical well-being as a foundation, and just round it up. But before we begin, I just want to say thank you so much for all the wonderful messages that I get about my podcast. People say you have inspired me to think bigger, you've inspired my thoughts, you've helped me to dig deeper. Some people have said how my voice is so soothing and lovely. So I just want to appreciate all the feedbacks that I get, because only when I get feedbacks do I know what to tweak and what to change. So please reach out to me if you can. Email me, and if there's any particular topic that you want us to cover, just let me know. But welcome to another empowering episode of Unleash the Eagle Within You podcast. I am your guide and I am your coach, and today's exploration is all about embracing the future, unleashing that potential through your intent. And I'm so thrilled to be on this journey with you. It is such an immense pleasure and blessing to just sit here and record things that have the intention, and the intention is to just uplift other people. So as we navigate the power of intentions in shaping this incredible potential that lies ahead of us, I just want you to stay tuned and listen. So, first of all, let's kick off our journey by exploring the profound power of embracing our future. The future is so bright. I find that so many of us sometimes are gauging the future based on the past. And by all means, it's easier to try and predict the future from what is gone past. But how do you predict a future that is infinite, that is so great, based on something that had already happened? It just doesn't make sense to me. And so when I started to think about what is it that I want to talk about today, I realized that the future isn't just a timeline. It isn't something that is just out there in the space and we have no way of reaching it. The future is real. The future is now. The future is today. The future is the present today. And so it is a canvas of waiting for the strokes of your intention. What you do today impacts the future. How you think today impacts the future. So the way you structure your present you, the way you structure your present day, you're already impacting your future. And that is what it is. So in this segment, we will delve into the mindset shift required to see a future as a realm of endless possibilities and potential. Because that's what the future is. It is so vast. It is filled with endless and infinite potential and so untapped. And that is where we need to begin to embrace, begin to see the potential that lies ahead, see it as an untapped potential, and see it as an opportunity to actually begin to embrace it, look forward to it. Look forward to the future, understanding that if anything, the future is now and the future is the present day. So what is intent, you might ask? It is not just a mere wish and desire. It is how you go about everything, how you go about your daily activities. It is the intention you put daily towards your future. It's the intention you put daily towards yourself. Intent is a conscious decision. It's a conscious act. It's a conscious deliberation. It is just a conscious process, a commitment to manifesting the future you envision. It is being so deliberate in the thoughts we think. It is being so deliberate on the way we feel. It is the deliberate actions that we take daily. That is what it is. So together, let's unravel the essence of intent. I'm so big on intent, and that's because I realized that intentions are a way for us to get our spirit hyped. Just to be able to be so intent means that you're becoming more consciously aware. So let's unravel the essence of intent and how it serves as a key to unlocking the vast opportunity and reservoir of potentials that lies and resides within you. We first have to look at what does that look like. So let's get practical, okay? So it's time to craft your future blueprint through intention living. And what would that look like? That is just you sitting down and crafting, what do I want? Who am I? What is it that makes me happy, makes me tick? What gives me fulfillment? These are the key questions that we have to all ask. These are the key questions that unravel this intent for us. So in this segment, we will explore the steps to setting intentions that align with your aspirations, that align with your soul, that align with your values and your innermost being. Think of this as a roadmap. Think of it as your personalized guide to navigating the uncharted territories of your potential. They are so vast. They're enormous. They're magnificent. And a lot of us do not know that. And so we walk about not tapping this full potential that we already have that resides within us. So what is the first step? Our emotions, okay? Our emotions are powerful allies on this journey. They are our friends. They are our powerful allies on the journey to unlocking potentials. And you might think, what does that mean? And let me first say this. I have been part of the people that used to demonize my emotions. I used to hate having emotions. I thought emotions were so bad. I realized that at the time, all I did was just not understand the potential of my emotions, not understand how much I can use my emotions to craft my intentional living, to craft the blueprint of my life. Now, how are we going to do this? It starts by being aware of your dominant emotions. And this is how I started. In this segment, I want us to explore how setting emotional intentions can unleash the reservoir of untapped potential within you. It's all about fostering resilience. It's all about cultivating joy, cultivating the act of joy, because joy is an act. It is the everyday act that you do that what brings joy to you. Joy could just look different on everybody. A joy day for me could just be a day that I could sit down with a nice cup of coffee and just relax. That is joy. That is a cultivation of joy. Okay? Navigating the future with emotional intelligence. That is big. A lot of us are talking a lot about emotional intelligence, but how do we use that to navigate our future? How do we use emotional intelligence to navigate our future? I was listening to a podcast the other day. I can't remember at the moment what it's called, but they talked about the different types of intelligence. And there is the EQ, the IQ, the SQ. And the thing about it is we've got all of this intelligence within our disposals. We've got emotional intelligence. We've got spiritual intelligence. We've got intellect intelligence. We've got just different levels of intelligence that we've got to also sharpen up and use, because what you don't use, you lose. So what is it that you're not using? How much of your emotional intelligence are you using? How much of it are you not using? So when you start sitting down and understanding the different levels that encompasses who you are, and start tapping into this reservoir of potentials, you realize that the world is your oyster, and that yesterday's mistake doesn't have to determine your future. Yesterday's mistakes, they're gone. And it's so unfair when we use our mistakes from the past to kind of put as a label in the future. It limits the future, and frankly and truthfully, the future wants to unravel through you. The future is looking for you to show what this future can look like. So when we use our past experiences, our past mistakes, our past experiences in different ways, the good, the bad, the ugly, the in-between, and we place that past on the future, we actually shortchange our future. So just imagine that the future is one friend that you haven't met, but because your past relationship with your other friends weren't the best. And so this new friend who is waiting to explore with you, explore different experiences with you, is somewhat shortchanged, somewhat not given the chance to, explore what they can do, because we've used the past friendship, that best friend who let us down, who is Mr. Past. Let's give that A. Mr. Past A let us down. And so because of that, we put the same label on Mr. B and label him as Mr. A. And that is what a lot of us are doing. We're labeling our future based on our past. We're labeling our future potential based on our past mistakes. And I get it, because I've been there. I've been there with the mistakes of the past that sometimes wants to hold onto you like a crutch, or you're holding onto it like a crutch. But those mistakes and those experiences are all part of what's made you who you are. You see, without the contrast, you would never know what it is that you want. Without experiencing contrast, you would not know what it is that you like. Sometimes contrast is there, and contrast is good so that we can walk freely in the full awareness of who we are. If you experience something that you don't like, then for sure you do know what you like. And those are what these past experiences do for us, or do to us. They give us intelligence in the most profound way. They show us who we are meant to be. They become the guiding light of what we carry. All right? So that's one way to do that, to begin to have that understanding of your emotions, unleashing your emotional potential. The second way to do that is to have a mental mastery for future success. And what does that look like? Your mind is the most powerful tool for unlocking your potential. The mind is vast. Every day I keep studying about the mind. I'm constantly getting books and reading them. Some of them I don't finish, but some of them I do. Some of them I just want to read a particular chapter in that page. And the more I read, the more I study, I realize that the mind is such untapped potential within us. The mind is one of the most powerful tools we have, guys, and it's what we have that we can use to transform our lives. The mind's powerful tool can be used to set the best intention, to craft the best blueprint for your life. And the mind is so great and vast. One of my great teachers that I love to listen to every day is Bob Proctor. I've shared it here. And I will share my relationship with Bob Proctor in a different podcast. And more about how Bob Proctor has been teaching me a lot, and even till now, and even if he's transitioned, I learn daily from his work that he's left with us here. But one of the things that he talks a lot about, and he draws this figure of the mind, and he calls it the stick man. And the stick man has this massive big circle on top of it, and just within a little stick in between has another little circle on the bottom, and that signifies the body. But the mind is a lot bigger than the body. And this is what Bob says. Bob says that the mind is so vast. It is within the mind that you can tap into the reservoir of your potential. It is within the mind. The mind carries both the conscious and the subconscious. Within the mind, there is so much that you can program, and there's so much that you can do. But let's delve into the realms of the mental mastery and explore how setting intentions in the mental sphere can amplify your future success. From cultivating a growth mindset, and I talked about this last week, or the last episode. I'm constantly recording, but I've not been putting out as quickly as I can. But yeah, anyway, from cultivating a mindset, a growth mindset, to embracing creativity, your mental intentions are the key to navigating the unknown with confidence. And this is what I mean by understanding what your mind is. Understanding that the mind is the bigger engine room of your life. Understanding that everything starts and begins in the mind. When you realize that you can start a battle and you can end the battle within your mind, you start focusing a lot on your mind. And that's what I do. I work a lot on my mind. And that is where we all need to focus on. How do you use that as a tool? That's the simple things. Setting intentions, understanding where your mental capacity is, understanding the power of your mind, using tools that the mind tools, understanding how to use affirmations, visualizations, meditations, gratitude. Those are phenomenal tools. Understanding how to take stock of your dominant emotion, dominant thought process. Those are so much that we can do. All right. The next thing is to have a physical well-being as a foundation, because the body is connected to everything. The body is the connector to everything. Think of the body as a conscious mind, and all it does is record. It records all our information. It records how we feel. It records what's going inside. What's happening inside of us. So the physical well-being forms the foundation of our journey. And once you start understanding that your body is not just a body, but it is actually a tool, it is a machine, it changes everything for you. It changes how you actually see things and how you treat your body. So as we embrace the future and setting intentions for physical health, and that could look like different things in everybody. It could be going for walks, but just physical health is a commitment. It is a commitment to ensuring that your vessel, your body as a vessel, is looked after, and that your body is primed for the incredible work and incredible potentials that lies ahead. We will explore practical steps to integrate physical well-being to your intentional living, and we will do that in the next episode. But for now, there's so much practical steps you can take. How are you looking after your body? What is your body telling you? Because the body is constantly communicating to us, but do we listen to the body? That is another thing. Using the body as a tool for information is vital. So as we wrap up this episode, and thank you so much for listening. As we wrap up this episode, remember that embracing the future is an act of courage and faith in your potential. And that is what you need. You need courage and faith. You need courage and faith to know that the future is bright. You need courage and faith to take those inspired actions. You need courage and faith to understand that what happened in the past does not dictate what's going to happen in the future. Your intentions are the key to unlocking the doors that you've never thought possible. And trust me, there are a million doors, more than a million doors. The doors are enormous, but it is up to us to decide what door we want to open. Because guess what, guys? The key is on the other side. The key is with you. The key is inside of you. So I encourage you to step boldly into the future. I encourage you to embrace the unknown with open arms. I encourage you to look at the future with so much delight and expectations. But until next time, keep envisioning, keep intending, and keep unleashing the. So thank you so much for joining me on this journey of embracing the future, unleashing the potential through intent. Your potential is boundless and the future is yours to shape. As we conclude, carry the spirit of intention with you and make each step forward be a manifestation of incredible potential that lies within you and within your being. I love you. It is I, your coach and your guide, your chief encouraging officer, with so much excitement for the future. Stay blessed and stay cool. Bye.